Okay. Alright, literally just rolled out of bed. Good morning. Let's get this over with. I have been putting this video off for way too long. Welcome to the best albums of 2022. I listened to like a lot of shit this year and it's been pretty fantastic. A lot of underwhelming releases like you've seen in my past videos. But now, okay, I guess like I have to choose my top albums of 2022, and it's kind of hard because like there's literally so many. So I guess like literally like the first like 40 are going to be in no particular order. The top 10 may start to vary a little bit, be a little more synchronized, organized, and then the last 5 will probably be like an actual placement. So yeah, man, I listened to like so much shit. There was Louis by Kenny Beats. You Can't Kill Me by 070 Shake. I don't know how to pronounce it. 070. Okay, I'm drawing like a huge blank right now. Okay, there's like The Elephant Man's Bones by Rock Marcy and The Alchemist. We got like 3 Boldy James releases. We've got God Don't Make Mistakes, What Has Been Cursed Cannot Be Killed, Tana Talk 4, Black Sopranos dropped, Peace Fly God, Aethiopes by Billy Woods, Church by Billy Woods, Arm & Hammer, Billy Woods collaboration, also dropped like a collaboration white label. Little Sims, I took her off. She was on that square last time in the last video. But yeah, Little Sims came out with No Thank You. Hellfire by Black Midi. Absol for the first time in 6 years. SZA for the first time in 5 years. Surprisingly, Omar Apollo, I really like Ivory. I saw him live. Tana Leon, he's one of the guys on PG Lang. It's like Tana Leon, Baby Keem, and Kendrick Lamar. Tana Leon dropped Sleepy Soldier. It's kind of decent. You know, I didn't really expect much, and it came out to be like this like half-baked Travis Scott record, and it's not too bad. It's a little appetizer for Utopia, I guess. Wow. Okay, Gene Dawson released Chaos Now. Pretty fucking great. Oh, more Griselda projects. We have Armani Caesar dropped the Liz 2. Kiss the Ring by Rome Streets. Man, that shit was kind of fire. Like his feature on Perry Perry last year. Man, was that a fucking fantastic. Always they dropped an album, Blue Rev. Pretty fantastic. That's like some like nighttime evening drive music. Okay, we also have a German album I listened to by OG Chemo, Man Best Hund. The German accent kind of just throws me off personally. Let's see, we have Heroes and Villains by Metro Boom. Earl Sweatshirt dropped really early. There's like 3 songs on there that are like pretty decent. You know, there's 2010, Titanic. Actually, Tabula Rasa is pretty good too. And also Sick, the title track. That's one of my favorites. And No Fear of Time is the Black Star record. We also have Vinyl Days by Logic, and not gonna lie, it was pretty good. He's doing good, you know? Like he's doing his thing. I'm really happy that he's like changing and actually like making good music. But yeah. Alright, I know I mentioned some of these already, but cracking the top 10 definitively, this is probably what I'm gonna have to say. So, we have Smino with Love for Rent. I know Smino makes some, you know, bomb-ass music. He's been on some features, you know, like on The House is Burning, here and there. He's also Denzel Curry's cousin, if you guys didn't know. But, yeah, so like, dude makes some of that, like, chill. He's got that, like, R&B style, like, mixed with, like, with hip-hop. So it's kind of like, you know, like what you expect from maybe like Anderson .Paak, or maybe what you expect from Amine, maybe, you know, like Limbo kind of has that kind of vibe. No L's, what a fantastic first track. Like J. Cole, not too bad on like the features, you know, you have like Raven Lene. Oh, Venom, also, not Venom, Hypnos. That was also really good this year. Jesus, wow, I forgot to put that on this list. I like the song quality, you know, like he's got like his rapping, he's got his singing, he's got the features. Sound pretty good. King's Disease 3. Now, Nas has only gotten better since King's Disease 1. Like, okay, maybe not. Because I just said that King's Disease 1 is my personal favorite, but that's the one that I've had the longest time to digest and to listen to. But you cannot go wrong with a song like King's Disease, right? The title track. Or like Car 85, or Blue Benz, or All Bad, or The Cure. Dude, The Cure is one of hip-hop's greatest songs of all time. You also have like, Till the War is Won. I don't really like the Little Dirk feature, but the Agape sample, man, bro. Like, okay, we're not talking about King's Disease 1, though. We're talking about King's Disease 3. Really good. Like, that shit kind of slaps all the way through. I think, like, to, like, track 7. It's really fucking good. And then, you know, you get that, like, little moment in the record where you're like, oh, come on, Nas, why'd you do that? This happens every single Nas record, man. Not every single. Obviously, Illmatic is fucking perfect. But, like, this happens every KD record. So, like, on King's Disease 1, he had 27 Summers, I think that's what it's called. And then he also had Spicy. Those songs aren't really it. In KD2, he had everything was pretty decent. It was like solid quality all around. You know, not like super great, but like, you know, pretty good quality all around. And he had EPMD where Eminem just spits some garbage and it is nasty. I fucking hate that song. It kind of like ruins the album. So like that song was just taken out. Cool. And he kind of does the same thing. Like Nas is like 50, like rapping with acronyms. KD3 it gets like worse. You know. Oh my god, he talks. Okay, on like KD1 he goes like I hit the whoa and like, bro. Okay, Nas, you just gotta stick to what you do best. Like Andre 3000 said it best. Like, you know, when you're a little older, you kind of, you know, like your date kind of comes, but like you can still master your craft in like another way. You can't really be hip. I was just saying that like that song WTF SMH. Like why did he name it that? Bro, like, the song was actually, like, not too bad, but the hook just throws me off every time. Like, I can't imagine Nas just saying WTF SMH. Like, come on, Nas. Hit Boy delivered, and you have, like, great rhymes on that song, but, bro, does that just, like, I, like, literally listen to KD3, right? And I just wait until that record, and I'm like, oh, fine, I'll have to listen to it because I want to listen to the whole record. But, like, honestly, just part of me just wants to skip it like I do with EPMD. Anyways, all right, cool. We've also got Billy Woods. All right, so now he had Aethiops and he had Church. Personally, out of like the two, my favorite is Church. Aethiops is just a little harder to get into. You have to be in like a specific mood. You have to like want to listen to music to like listen to Aethiops. And Church is like you can listen to it anywhere, anytime, whether you're serious, focused or not, and enjoy the record, right? And so Church, I don't know, like the beats sound a little more refined and a little more crisp. They sound a little more. They sound better to me, right? And then his rhyming, he does really, really well. That was a good album. Aethiops, on the other hand, takes me a little longer to get into. And it sucks, though, too, because I remember I saw him, like, perform live the night Aethiops dropped. And Aethiops just didn't hit as hard, even though I saw it live. Church, I like it better. I like the album cover better, too. This one, it's on everybody's fucking list, man. Like, Andy Fantano, Sean C., all these other fucking people. But, yeah, Ants from Up There. I really like it, especially Chaos Space Marine, man. Like, the intro... And then like the orchestration of the whole record is so fantastic. Fantastic. And then, you know, it goes from like this really like grand fucking opening, and then it just gets like sadder and sadder and sadder. You know, show me the place where he inserted the blade, and this bed is no place for, you know, crumbs of bread or men. She had Billie Eilish style. Like, I just wasn't really into rock as much this year. I listened to it when it came out and I really enjoyed it, and I listened to a lot of other rock songs, you know, like or albums, I guess, but like, you know, from the past, like, you know, like mostly like a lot of punk, honestly, but, you know, I listened to like some new stuff and some old stuff, obviously the classics like, you know, Iggy Pop and the Stooges, and then we have, you know, some like The Cure, the Smiths, the Beatles. I listened to a little bit of Led Zeppelin for the first time this year. A little bit of Nirvana for the first time this year. But yeah, Pink Floyd, of course. You know, you got like all these classic bands, right? King Crimson, actually, too. Wow, okay. Yeah, a lot of these classic bands I listen to, right? Ants from Up There definitely deserves a spot up there with all the greats, you know, like Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, Revolver. Because it's like a modern version. Like, they go above and beyond to deliver something, you know, that's like met with like, obviously critical acclaim, but like, you know, no one's gonna say it's like no one's gonna say it like matches up to like the classics, you know, like a Radiohead album or like a something like that, you know. It's just like, I don't know, but like the amount of effort that they put into it clearly is, you know, is like up there with like the creativity, the magnanimous, you know, like atmosphere of, you know, some of those classic albums. But it's only number 6 on here because for me personally, I wasn't really feeling rock this year. Rock is usually for me when I like listen to like I don't know, I just get into like little phases of rock, whether it's like the people I meet, the mood I'm in. You know, rock is really great to listen to when you're skating, but also like, you know, you can listen to hip hop when you're skating, or R&B, honestly, so like it doesn't really matter. Anyways, Ants from Up There, number 6, great fucking record. Everybody's been talking about it. Codes by Danger Mouse and Black Thought. Now, I was really stupid when this first came out because I'm like, oh, Black Thought, I know this guy, he's pretty cool. But it turns out I was even stupider because he's part of the Roots. Oh my god, he's like one of the main MCs, if not the main MC of the Roots. And I didn't know that. I made the same mistake too with like Outkast. I thought it was Andre 3000 rapping, and then like Big Boy was like the producer or something like a couple years ago. And I was like, bro, am I stupid? I listened to like UGK's International Players Anthem, and I'm like, oh, this is featuring Big Boy and Andre 3000. Big Boy, I realized, just sounds a lot like Andre 3000. So yeah, basically same mistake with this. I didn't know Black Thought was part of the Roots, and I've been listening to the Roots for a goddamn long time. And he dropped an album with Danger Mouse, Cheat Codes, and it's pretty good. Great features, you know. We got like ASAP Rocky on there. We got like Run the Jewels on there. We got, except for when it says Run the Jewels, I think it's just Killer Mike. I guess LP maybe does some like production stuff, but posthumous MF Doom verse, you know, like it's pretty decent. Not too bad. High energy, good lyricism. Can't really go wrong with Danger Mouse, man. Like, dude's been a good producer with like MF Doom. A good combo, a good duo. I hope to see more because it's nice seeing Black Thought, you know, like this older individual, kind of like King's Disease, right? Now it's like where they have like Hit Boy, who's like a more like, you know, younger, in tune, hip artist, you know, and then you've got like a man who can like spit lyrics and write really good stories, you know, like Nas and Black Thought. So yeah, all right, this one might be a little controversial after I just talked about all those great fucking records, but number 5 is gonna be Don FM, and I fucking love Don FM, man. I remember, okay, like it says number 5, and it came out in January this year. Like that's how good it is to me. Top 3 of his discography for sure, next to After Hours and House of Balloons. Fantastic, man. Like the singing, the song structure. Some of it though, I do gotta say, is like it's not recycled, but it's written in the same key, so it's kind of hard to like change it up a little bit. For example, like Here We Go Again, and the intro track to After Hours is Alone Again. The singing, the humming progression of the melody is the same in both songs. I don't know if I can be alone again. And then he goes like, ooh, here we go again. Maybe that's why it's called Here We Go Again, because, you know, instead of being alone again, he's here again. I guess, I don't know, in a relationship or something. Fucking fantastic album, man. Like, from the intro to, like, the Don FM, all the way until, like, Phantom Regret. I love it. I've been spamming this album so fucking much. I think it's like my second most listened to album this year. Y'all are gonna know which one's my first once I get to number 1, obviously. But like, yeah, it's like it's really great. Super atmospheric, great world building, beautiful performances, beautiful like. I mean, I already talked about Out of Time on my last video, but Out of Time, I love that sample so much. It's like glimmering and shiny, and the city pop vibe is so good. His singing, man, really good. Best Friends. You know, Here We Go Again, Starry Eyed, and then in the beginning, you know, you've got like Gasoline. I fucking love Gasoline, man. It's 5 a.m. my time again. I've sunken up the moon. Can't I make you love me? And then you've got like a bunch of other fucking great songs, man. It's just like it's so good. Love the performance, love the whole atmosphere, love the world building. Looking forward to the next trilogy, like the third installment of this trilogy, because The Weeknd has been going fucking insane. And he's making good music, and it's kind of underrated because it's just not as radio-friendly as Blinding Lights and Save Your Tears. Granted, I like Save Your Tears a lot, but like Blinding Lights, man, that's a little overplayed. But the thing is, though, is that this new album is kind of better because not too many people liked it as much. I feel like better art usually gets less plays. Hence why something like Damn, for instance, has billions and billions of streams, whereas, you know, like To Pimp a Butterfly only has like 1 billion streams, you know, just... Because, like, what, King Kunta and All Right are, like, the highest stream songs on there. And then, like, you have, like, Damn, which, like, literally Humble is more than all of those songs combined. It's kind of insane. Yeah, but art kind of just has to take a back seat whenever you're, I don't know, you're trying to make a commercial project. So I hope The Weeknd, you know, he's got, like, 80 million listeners on Spotify. He's on Creepin' with Metro Boomin. He's got a lot of potential to keep this ride going. You know, he can... bring us in for the end of the trilogy. All right, number 4. This one, honestly, this is definitely in the top 10, but it could be a little higher up on the list. You know, like at 10 or 11. But yeah, 10 by West Side Gun. Now, Hitler Wears Hermes 10. What a fantastic record! Like honestly, I think it's my favorite out of all the Hitler records. I know some of the hardcore fans will like 2 a lot, 4, yeah, like 6, 7, 8. Like honestly, like there's a lot to like. But honestly, man, like when I was introduced to West Side Gun, I listened to Pray for Paris. There was a guy in my YouTube comment section who talked about it. So yeah, anyway, and like Freddie Gibbs had like been around their projects a lot, and like, you know, like songs like Frank Lucas and stuff had like Benny the Butcher on it. Anyways, that's how I discovered Griselda. It was like back in 2020, 2021. But anyways, like Hitler 7 is pretty good, but there's just like some like spots that don't really fit. Hitler 2 is like a little too short. Same with like Hitler 1, and then like Hitler Hitler 4 has that song that's I forget what it's called. It's called like Louis Lips. It's just like a really nasty song about him like fingering a bitch, and he's got like a terrible vocal performance, and it's just gross. But the rest of the song is good though, like, you know, like nasty and all that. But you know, you get that like one repulsive song that kind of just makes the whole mixtape kind of just right? 8A decent, but you know, just not as grand as it could be. You know, you got songs like Perry Perry, you know, you got songs like fuck, I forget what's on 8A and what's on 8B. Fuck, the one with like Lil Wayne, Bash Money, I think is on 8A. It's pretty good. And then 8B, which is technically 9, I guess, has some of my favorite songs, you know, like Celine Dion. It's got fucking The Fly Who Couldn't Fly Straight. It's got Hell on Earth Part 2. It's got a whole Ostertag and Munch. Man, I fucking love these songs. But, right, Hitler 10, I think, is like the culmination, right? He clearly made it like this was the first time we had like a huge mix of Griselda and Outsiders combined, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful synergy to see. You know, like on 8A and stuff, you know, you'll have like Lil Wayne, but then like on 8B for the most part, you know, you'll have like Stove God Cooks, you know, you'll have the gang, like the Griselda boys, you'll have maybe like an Armani Caesar feature, you'll have like A.A. Rashid, you know, you have like Matt Kami, but like this record 10 is where it's different and they spice it up a little bit. ASAP Rocky again is on there. Busta Rhymes is on Science Class. We've got Run the Jewels on here again too. We've got Stove God Cooks too. I can't answer the phone right now. I'm cooking dope. Oh god, Stove God Cooks, man, you kill the fucking hooks, man. Jesus. All right. Anyways, I think the only like couple people lacking on this album are like Boldy James and Matt Kami, but I guess they've kind of like been a little more independent and taken a back seat from Griselda this year. You know, they've like guys like Rome Streets, you know, and like Conway and West and Benny kind of like take the spotlight for the most part. But yeah, really decent record, man. Like the fucking Peppa's, man, that fucking song goes hard. And I love Eastside Flip on there, you know, doing the thing with the lighter. Eastside Flip also survived the Buffalo Storms this winter, so great. Anyways, all right, number 3, here it is. Film My Eyes, See Your Future. How the fuck can you not? You know what? Here, I'm just gonna like bring this shit down, man. Like, goddamn. Like, look at this shit, man. Like, you can't really see it, but like, here, like on the side, there's like this like shiny Japanese shit on there. I'm not sure if you can see it with like the angle. But it's like covered, and then like on the back, it's the same thing. Like, it was a little lazy for a B-side, or you know, for like the back of the record. But you can also see like it says like Melt My Eyes, MME, right? Melt My Eyes. Really cool. Not sure if you can see it. But, dude, like, the record... Dude, he's been selling these things for motherfucking cheap, man. It's insane. Like, I think this record was, like, $20. Shit was, like, literally only fucking $20. And, like, here, it comes with the fucking Walk-In and Zatoichi posters. Like, the rollout singles. Like, look at that. Walk-In. And then you've got Zatoichi. Like, look at that shit. That's beautiful, right? I don't really have space on my wall to hang it up, so I'm just gonna keep the records up instead. But yeah, so you have that beauty, and then you've got this fucking beauty. You know, you've got like a very nice high quality sleeve for the record. It's not just paper, it's plastic. And then you open this up, and like, look at this goddamn fucking vinyl, man. Holy shit, look at that. Oh. Oh my god, I almost fucking dropped. Anyways, I got a little too excited there. This shit, like, Denzel Curry put his heart and soul into this, and like, the Red Slush Taboo vinyl is also really fucking cool, but no offense, it's not as good as this, man. Melt My Eyes, See Your Future is, in my opinion, Denzel Curry's best work. This shit is fantastic, man. It's got fantastic features, you know, from like Jid's on there. You got Rico Nasty. You get really heartful, you know, songs. You get like piano interludes. You got like, you know, like hardcore rap. You've got some of his best bars to date on this album. Like, they draw guns, so how could Let Erase Me? I'm baffled. I said that in the last video too, because it's that good, man. This song, like, Worst Come to Worst, and dude, the mixing and the balancing and the dude, like, this man, like, if you listen to it like close enough, I don't know, maybe like there's some audio files out there, or if, you know, you just like really pay attention when you listen, you can hear like so much going on with the production, and the world building is better than Dawn FM. It starts off so beautiful, you get entranced into it, and then it just gets better. It just gets better, you know, from Melt Session number 1 all the way to the Ills, banger after banger after banger. If not hardcore lyricism, good production, good features. JPEG Mafia is one of the producers. I forgot. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Number 2. The Forever Story by JID. So yeah, I just mentioned him, but here he is. Now, this one took me a little while to get into, and I made a video too talking about how I slept on Jid. And honestly, I did, because I keep saying this. I wasn't the biggest fan of the DiCaprio 2, and my barber actually said he loved the DiCaprio 2. He's not as, like, big on the Forever Story. But differing opinions aside, the Forever Story, in my opinion, is his best work. The Never Story, I heard it a little bit back in the day. Don't remember too much, but it didn't really stick out to me, which is why I don't really remember it. And then the DiCaprio 2, man, is just like, the time Jid was starting to like increase his popularity, he was around everywhere. He was like on Amina's record, he was on Taboo, he was on like a bunch of other, he's obviously on like all the Dreamville stuff, right? But like he like paved a way, made a name for himself with his solo projects, and then he dropped the Forever Story. And I was like, man, all these albums this year have been like really disappointing. Man, they're getting critical acclaim, even though I personally don't like them as much. So why would I even give this Jid album a try? And I listened to it, and I'm like, bro, I am the stupidest person in the fucking world. This shit came out in August, and I think I listened to it in like September, like a week or two after. Wow, like I remember that week when it first came out to when I listened to it was the slowest week of this year, because I was just like, what is going on? There's no good music. What am I missing? Everybody's talking about all these like albums being so good, but like when am I gonna find like the album that's like really good for me, like around this time? Like things have slowed down a little bit. It's August, it's the second half. Nobody big has really dropped anything at this point, and boom, Jid comes in swinging. He's got fucking Dance Now and Surround Sound as singles, right? Surround Sound's fucking sample comes from Mos Def, again, Black Star member right there, like Miss Fat Booty. That's a fantastic sample, and it's so well done. Like, I was just shocked. And then when I listened to the album for the first time, I was like, I really like the pinging, like the metronome, and the lady counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And then like it gets things going. There's like little interludes in between. Radar starts off banger. You guys know it's my favorite track on the record. But yeah, Radar comes in swinging, and then that also ties in together the the whole like imagery and world building of like Jid's past when he was like a football player, right? He started out like as a football player at like 17 or something, and he decided he wanted to rap. This is on the bonus track 2007. But like throughout the whole album, he's got like issues. Like he was playing football, then like he has to help out his sister. His parents aren't super supportive of him choosing these like career decisions. They're super like they're not super well off, so I don't got cheeseburger money, make a sandwich, and then you got like really, this is like his Good Kid, Mad City. Honestly, it's like a world into Jid's young life, his Atlanta like bring up, and it's like literally it's just Jid's Good Kid, Mad City. Like it's literally just Jid's Good Kid, Mad City. It's so good, and I think I might be a little too quick to judge so far, but I think it's like as good as Good Kid, Mad City. Like, I don't know, man. It's just different because he's got a different vibe going on, right? Like Good Kid, Mad City's got like it was like a concept album that came out a decade ago. And it has like a lot of really good, good takes. There's like the Art of Pure Pressure. You can't beat a storytelling song like that, man. You got bangers like Money Trees. You got really heartfelt songs like Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. But if you look at Jid's album, man, fuck, man, he's got bangers again too, like Surround Sound and Dance Now. But then he's got really heartfelt moments, like Brud and M, and Sist and M, Cody Blue 31, or shit, I forget. Yeah, it's called Cody Blue 31, right? Where he's singing about like his family members and all the shit he's gone through, and then he's got like Can't Make You Change, and like on Good Kid, Mad City. Honestly, I think I consider it like obviously one of Kendrick's best, not his best, because it's To Pimp a Butterfly, but. If you got songs in there like Real that kind of just don't hit as much, but it like matches the energy of the whole fucking album, and you've got songs like Good Kid, and you got songs like Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe that aren't as good for me. I still enjoy it like a lot, right? But they're just not as good as like this celebrated album could be. But Jid's Forever Story has those same faults. There's like Money and Just in Time that I'm not super like. I'm not super there for. Same with like Crack Sandwich, but the thing is, like, all these songs have like really great storytelling, really great interludes and world building that like you can't help but like get rid of them. Like you can't skip them when you're listening to the album. You have to listen to it all, and it's like a good listen. It's a fantastic listen. It's almost album of the year worthy. But the true album of the year, man. Let me bring it out. Y'all already fucking know. Oh my god. Let me see. This one. Aha, here it is. I just put it away. It's been on my wall for the entire year, but Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Wow, what a big surprise. I hadn't mentioned Kendrick's name up until now, and he's number 1. Now, I know this might be really controversial because this didn't even make Sean C's top 25, and this is like 36 on Anthony Fantano's top 50. I think it's Pitchfork's best album, and then like, let's see, Rolling Stone has this at like number 6. It might be reversed, but I know one of them has like Beyonce's Renaissance on here, which I don't really care for. Anyways, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Fucking, like, I don't know, man. I don't think I have to justify this. It's such a good record, man. It's just, man, like, the rollout for this thing, out of this world. You know, he starts sending like these folders out, and then the Oglama website or OK Llama website starts getting updated. You know, you start hearing little things here and there. You're like, oh shit, Kendrick's leaving TDE. Oh shit, PG Lang is actually like a record label. Oh shit, here's the album cover. Oh shit, it's a double album. Oh shit, it's called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. The whole fucking rollout was insane. It started, I think it started last August, right? He sends out the thing. He's like, hey guys, check out this link. Boom. OK Llama signed off on this letter. I'm going through some shit and like blah, blah, blah. You know, super heartfelt, mysterious message. Early in this year comes around, and then, you know, he starts releasing like more and more and more and more and more and more. And then it's like you're on the edge of your seat for half a year because this thing came out in May. And you're just like, what is going on? Kendrick is about to break the fucking internet. And oh my god, he dropped the Hard Part 5. What the fuck? And it's an official release. And he's got like, what the fuck just happened? He got like 10 million views in like a day. It was insane. Dude literally broke the internet, right? And you start seeing all these things. And then the album comes. And then you're like, holy shit, Kendrick's dropped a fucking album. The first one in 5 years, 1,855 days. He's been going through something. What's gonna happen? You play the fucking record. He says that exact same thing. 1,855 days and going through something. And then you hear the piano. And then you hear the little sour notes. And then you hear the boom, you know, the bass. When he's talking about, what is a bitch in a miniskirt? A man in his feelings with bitter nerves. What is a woman that really hurt? A demon you bet off killing her. Dun dun. Oh my god. And you just get blown out of this world. I don't think I've ever had a better first listening experience than this album right here. Melt My Eyes to Your Future had a great intro, but sadly no. When I first listened to Pimp a Butterfly for the first time, I actually didn't like it because, like, you know, the sounds on like Wesley's Theory and, you know, like Hood Politics and How Much a Dollar Costs just didn't really click with me, you know, and it took me a while to grow into it. But this, I had already recognized Kendrick's talent. I had already recognized all the things that these other artists have done. You know, Tyler the Creator's done his own thing. Kanye's done his own thing. You know, you've got like J. Cole doing his thing. You know, you've got like all these people, right? Like Danny Brown, Freddie Gibbs, freaking Frank Ocean, Erykah Badu. You know, all these different artists have been doing like something else, right? And it's like, this is Kendrick's time to shine. He's gonna make his own independent project, and he's gonna like, Kendrick doesn't really always push the envelope, but what he does is he like perfects rap in a specific genre or at a specific time period. Because if you look at jazz rap, of course, Pimp a Butterfly is like literally the perfect album. If you want to look at like an album that is like that's like all for hits, you know, and like a really fucking grandiose big project, Damn is literally perfected. There's no other like super popular album that's as good as Damn. Like, you can say like Graduation, sure, but like they're like the same, honestly. Like, Graduation and Damn are so fucking similar. It's like, anyways, like, what other fucking album has like done that good in sales and has also equally been like critically acclaimed? Because there's a lot of albums that are like kind of trash, but they just get like TikTok streams, you know? And there's a lot of albums that are really fucking perfect and meant to be popular, but they're not. And so, yeah, and then if you're talking about fucking concept albums, what better pick than Good Kid, Mad City? Literally, man. And so here, what does Kendrick do again? He brings out the big guns, and he destroys the entire competition this year. Like, honestly, nothing else really came close. This was my number one since it came out, and I don't know, man. Like, you literally, like, bro, how do you not like a song like United in Grief? Shit is so heart-wrenching and beautiful, and the fact that he made it, you know, with like his cousin, his close friends, his family members, and he's talking about all these things. I haven't even gotten to the fucking song yet. Holy shit! Wow, this is just like my review of United in Grief. Anyways, United in Grief. Wow, one of Kendrick's best songs. Probably one of the best songs of all time. Honestly, nothing wrong with it at all, and it just works. N95, a banger with a fucking fantastic music video, really great visuals. The concert was fucking beautiful when the stage basically like blew up. So fucking cool. Worldwide Steppers, really good. You have like a change of pace with the beat, and you know you've got like him just it's like his heartbeat, and he's just talking. You know, he's kind of just giving you like an idea, you know, of like what he's been going through. You know, you got Die Hard, you got Father Time. Don't even get me started on these two, man. This is like pop soul mix. You know, you've got like good hits, good fucking messaging. Like, bro, I come from a generation of home invasions, and I got daddy issues. That's on me. Holy shit. And then after that, we've got, you know, like Rich Interlude, then we've got Rich Spirit. Now, I didn't even expect Kodak Black to be on this fucking album, but Jesus Christ, Kodak Black is on this fucking album, and it kind of works. He complements Kendrick's style pretty well. You got like a mumble rapper who kind of like blew up back in like 2016, 2017, you know, who doesn't really talk right and isn't like the most articulate or smart man, going against like one of the geniuses in hip hop, and it's like, it's a cool dynamic to see. You got Rich Spirit. Oh my god, he takes his baby to school that he prays for. Oh my god. Oh my, I can't sing the chorus obviously, but like, oh, it's so catchy and it feels so good to sing it. And then you've also got We Cry Together. Don't even get me started on We Cry Together, man. Don't even get me started on it. When I first heard that song, like I had gone off the theory that like Kendrick Lamar's projects have all been like, you know, works of art. So like Good Kid, or I guess Section 80 is his first one. So Section 80 is like you know, short stories, campfire stories. Good Kid, Mad City is a short film. It literally says it right there. Like Schoolboy Q wrote it right there. And then you've got To Pimp a Butterfly, which is a poem. And you've got like Untitled Unmastered, which I guess is like just a rough draft of something. It's like a script or something. And then you've got Damn, which is a magazine. And you've got this, which is a God, it's getting so dark in here. I gotta finish this video quick. Anyways, you got this right here, which is a play. And you hear all like the little interludes in between. You hear like the footstepping, and then you hear, you know, you see like new music video of Count Me Out, and you clearly tell, yeah, it's like him in therapy, yeah. And We Cry Together is like one of the most well put together songs of all time. He got an actor to play Taylor Page to play, you know, like a love interest that has like turned sour. You know, it's like a toxic love relationship. Really fucking good. It's like a 6-7 minute song, and it just goes on, and it's like really fucking good, and like I love it. I can like rap along to it whenever I'm like listening to it. He literally made an argument into a song with a chorus, you know, like a hook. He's got verses, he's got like a back and forth. It sounds as authentic as it can be for it to also be a song. And you've got the Alchemist fucking like production on there with just like those little pianos. That's it. Really fucking great. And then, okay, honestly, the next one though, Purple Hearts, is probably my least favorite song on the whole track. It just the singing, I understand why people don't like Love, and I understand why people don't like God so much, because like tippy toe and then I'm walking, like it doesn't really hit me very well. So like Kendrick's probably like my least favorite part, and then you got like oh fuck, I forget who sings it. Is it Anna Wise that sings it? I don't really like the little change either. Ghostface Killah has a pretty nice closing verse though, and that's alright. We finally have like two lyricists, you know, an old head and like a newer, I guess more modern rapper, you know, on a song together, but it falls really short. And then, you know, we go to Count Me Out. I love it. You got like the backup choir. It sounds like a really good, it sounds like he hired Kanye and his Sunday service choir to just like destroy that fucking track. And then we also have Crown, really fun to play on piano. It's the same chords, actually, the bass chords, as Tyler the Creator's Sir Baudelaire, which is also Michael Irvin by West Side Gun. It's the same sample. Anyways, it's the same bass chord. I think it's written in the same key too. Really fun. And like when you hear like the end part where he's like, I can't please everybody, like I listened to that on like big speakers when I was like listening to it or like, you know, 3, 4, 5 times, like the 4th, 5th listening to it on these big ass speakers, and like just hearing him like crying and like suffering, just being like, genuinely guys, I can't please everybody, just let me be myself. Like, you really get the emotion of the fucking record on that, and it's like a really fucking heartwarming record. And then you get next with Push these bitches on me like who? Push these bitches on me like who? Pushing the snakes and pushing the fake. Silent Hill, there we go. Silent Hill is really fucking cool too. He's got like birds on it, which I don't know, maybe a nod to Mac Miller. I don't know. That it could just be a coincidence. He probably just likes the birds on the track. Madlib also samples ducks here and there, but yeah. Basically, yeah. Fucking love that track. Really fucking hard bass, and it goes really fucking like well in a car. Kodak Black also does like a really good performance, and that's like the kind of track you want him on. You know, you've got like Savior and Savior Interlude go really hard. You got Baby Keem talking about family issues and all this stuff, and like, you know, this is where he talks about how, like, you know, he can't be everybody's savior because yeah, he talks about Cole and Future and all these guys, but like, he's not your savior, you know. It's like Kendrick's favorite song. I see why, because I feel like it's like one of his most personal on here, you know. And then, oh my gosh, okay, then you've got like Auntie Diaries and Mother Are Sober, and Mr. Morale, and then you've got Mirror, and then wow, like the closing, the Mirror, dude. Pressure's taking over me, speaking in the loom. Oh my god, what a way to fucking close the album! What a way to fucking dominate the entire fucking industry again. This year, 2022, best album for sure, man. I've gone on way too long talking about this. I really thought it was only going to be a couple minutes, but by my fucking god, this is something else. I'm really not concise when I talk about these music reviews, huh? I just have too much to say, and it's just too good. Anyways, yeah. If you made it this far into the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed my list, and I hope you agreed with me with a lot of these albums being fucking great this year, all the way going back from Jid's Forever Story all the way to like Little Sims or Billy Woods or Omar Apollo, Raven Lene, or whoever else it might be. Like, holy fucking shit, was this a bomb-ass album. And was this a bomb-ass year for music? It wasn't the greatest, obviously, because, you know, like 2016, 2017, 2018, 2012, you know, like 2004, all these, you know, all these years kind of had better music, but like, it was a good year. It was a fucking good year. Like and subscribe. I'm really fucking tired now. Peace.